Hey everybody, Angry Poncho here. And now that Wander is done napping, it's time for us to head over to the second Colossus. So I believe we already got out our sword and saw that the Colossus is north of the worship shrine. So we're just going to go ahead and start heading that way. Yeah, the reason that Wander was sleeping over there is that whenever you save and turn off the system for a while, when you turn it back on, Wander will be sleeping right next to your most recent save point. So it's looking like this is about as far as we got in the last video, isn't it? About right here. Yeah, we're going to want to cross that bridge. Now, an interesting thing about the way that aggro handles in this game is when you're crossing bridges and other narrow paths like this, you don't actually have to steer her. All you have to do is tap the triangle button. Oh, and before you comment, I know that one of the tutorials refers to aggro as him, but I've always thought the horse had a sort of a feminine characteristic to it. So I prefer to think of aggro as being female. I don't know why. Oh, well, I guess that's where the next Colossus is, huh? The music gone and changed on us. You'll notice that there's patterns with the music in this game. Is that once you're getting near a Colossus, you'll start hearing this music. That usually indicates that you're in their terrain, their territory. And then once you're fighting them, like a battle music will start. And then once you begin to be successful in the fight, which usually means you've gotten on top of them, then the music changes to like this epic sort of crescendo that it just plays over and over until you beat them. It's pretty cool. That's one of the things that people were really happy about with this game when it came out, is the awesome musical compositions that are included in the gameplay. Alright, so let's take out this Colossus here. Oh, what do you mean it's too dark for me to do this? I see some beams on that sword. Let's go over here to this light. Okay, so I think it's right... Yeah, right in the cave, huh? Well, gee, do you think that's where it is? What else could be in this cave, right? If not the second Colossus. Yeah, there's the health bar. We've activated the fight now. Oh wow, the controller's going crazy. Lots of vibration. Alright, look at that thing. It's a little horsey. Yeah, the second Colossus is actually a quadruped. And you can see he's nice and furry, so this isn't going to be a bad fight at all. So the ones that don't seem to have a whole lot of fur on them are usually harder to climb on top of. This guy's not bad at all. You can remember the hint that Doorman gave us. He said, gather your courage for this fight. And what you're supposed to do is just stand your ground. Don't run away from this guy. Just walk right up to him and wait. Get your bow out, and you'll see under his feet, he's going to rear back and sort of try to scare us off. Under his feet is where his weak point is, at least early on. I think he just sniffed us, actually. Oh, I missed it. Gotta get it. Oh, I got him. Alright. You see, I shot him on the... Whoa, he's going to roll towards that leg that I shot. And now that we've hit that, I'm going to get my sword back out. And we can start climbing him. Because he's got fur from the knees up. So if you get him to take a knee like that by shooting him on the bottom of his hoof, that's how you get on his fur, so we can start climbing him. Hear the music change? The music that's playing now is the You're Doing Something Right music. Oh man. I'm not used to having that tiny little grip meter that we've got now. When you play through, every time you beat a Colossus, or there's other things that we're going to talk about later that can increase your grip, every time you do that, every time you beat a Colossus, you increase your grip meter. I guess that sentence didn't really make sense the way that I ended up wording it. Ah, get up there, Wander. Dude, I know you can climb that. Keep jumping. Don't fall. Dude, what are you doing? Do I have to go back to the back to get on the fur? Forget it. Let's just do it. I'll climb back there. Alright, you got me. Oh. Alright now, Wander, you gotta keep moving. You don't have a lot of grip. But yeah, I'm used to like a giant grip meter from like a character that's already beaten the game. As you start to gather a whole lot of it as you go through. And so going back to this small one is like, oh my god, we gotta hurry, we don't have much grip. Which I guess is how it would feel the first time you play. Because you're not really expecting a lot of luxuries. Now, I didn't shine a light on this guy, but it's because it's fairly easy to find his weak spots. One of them is right here on the back of his tail, and I'm actually going to wait for a second so I can get my grip back. Alright, now we start taking shots at him. And you can take your time with this guy, just charge up a nice strong blow. It's going to take 3 on each sigil, I think. Yeah, this is actually the first Colossus to have 2 sigils on his body. And it starts to become a pattern later on that Colossi will have more than 1 sigil. And sometimes part of the puzzle is trying to figure out where the last one is, or what you're missing, and that sort of thing. Or trying to figure out how the heck you're supposed to get on top of them. That can be a pain for a couple of them. Alright, don't be falling off now, Wander. But these first few fights, I'd say like the first 5 or 6 are not very challenging. If you've played the game before, they're really just sort of a walk in the park. But if it's your first time through, they could give you a little bit of trouble, I think. But honestly, you're probably never going to die on these first few. It's just, when the first time you play through the game, you spend most of your time staring at the Colossi and running away from them, trying not to get killed. Oh, I thought I had enough to finish him on that blow. So you'll end up just running away a lot, and you won't ever actually get, like, stomped enough to, like, die, like, lose all your health. Oh, come on, you can get him. Got him. Get it. Got it. Good. And down tumbles the second Colossus. That wasn't bad at all. We're only 6 minutes in. Oh, look at him. Alright, you're ready for the tentacles, guys. I always try to see how far I can get away from these guys. Oh, I'm not going to do very well this time. I got caught up on them. Look out. If you see them leave the head, that means they're coming for you. They want blood! I'm not. And Aggro's like, oh my god, what's happening to you? And he's like, oh. Okay, you're dead now. Great, awesome. I'm actually not sure if the tentacles, like... I mean, they definitely teleport you back to the worship shrine, but I'm not sure exactly how that works. You don't ever actually get to see them, like, carrying you back or anything like that, and it definitely looks like they just sort of just fly into your body. It's almost as though Wander is, like, absorbing them, or, like, they're going into him. Whoops, I don't want to save. What am I doing? Urgh. I guess I gotta get out of the habit of saving right after Colossi. Usually, I mean, when you're playing through, you should. It's a good idea. And if you get lucky and beat one that you were confused about or whatever. Because there are times when the puzzle is trying to figure out how to access the Colossi's weak point, and sometimes you can get to it almost by accident. And that happens especially, I think, on the last Colossi. The last Colossus. The first time that Phoenix and I saw him, we ended up getting on top of him accidentally. And then the second time through was when Phoenix figured out what you were actually supposed to do. But like what we were trying to do would never have worked again. It was just like a huge outlier. Oh, now the little guys are gone. You see there were 2 of them there because we'd beaten 2 Colossi. Oh! Time for some words of wisdom from Dorman, I think. Yeah, and during these cinematics, you can move around with the right control stick. Thy next foe is... Giant canopy soars to the heavens. The anger of the sleeping giant shatters the earth. Oh, alright, cool. That sounds awesome, Dorman. I'll get right on that. I mean, the sooner we finish fighting the 16 Colossi, the sooner we can get our babe back to life, right? Because let's not forget, the ultimate goal here is to get laid. Alright, let's go check on Mono, see how she's doing. I don't know if I gave you guys a good look at her yet. Oh yeah, there's the horse for you. Okay, but oh, look at her. It looks like she's sleeping. Don't get any funny ideas, Wander. She's definitely dead. Alright, let's get back on the horse. Oh, Phoenix wants me to show you guys something. You can try to shoot her, but there's an invisible barrier there. It just like pings off of nothing. Book. Oh, another interesting thing is if you try to shoot Aggro, she's smart enough to get the hell out of the way. And I think that, I don't know whether they implemented that to be funny, or if they implemented it to ensure that Aggro doesn't get in your way when you're trying to shoot a Colossus. Anyway, now we gotta try to get her back over here. Come on! I didn't mean it. I won't shoot you with the bow, I promise. Whoa, look. she stops like she's a dog. She like slides back on her hind legs. Alright, let's get out of here. Let's figure out where this 3rd Colossus is. Alright, well he's not south. Got nothing over there. Looks like he's northwest of the worship shrine, so let's get over there. Hey, I'm hitting the wall. Hi-ya! Hi-ho, Silver, away! I did explain that in a previous video, didn't I? Oh, I hope I did. I ended up recording this is my second time recording this segment of the game, because my first time the audio was out of sync. I told you guys that. I may have said that in the previous recording, or I may have said it in the earlier videos, I'm not sure. But from now on, whenever the audio goes out of sync, I'm going to refilm it so that I can avoid that as often as possible. It looks like this is going to be the right bridge here. Yeah, just go across the same bridge that we went across last time, and I'll open my map here so you can see which one that is. And you can see there on the map we get symbols for each Colossus that we defeat. And you can see that there's the one we just beat. This guy down here was the first one we faced, and that black splotch in the middle is the Worship Shrine. Anyway, so we're just going to continue across this bridge. And like I said, Aggro will steer herself for these. What was I talking about? Yeah, the out of sync video. This is my second time recording this, and so I'm trying to remember what I told you guys and what I haven't. Ugh. Anyway, I guess I'll explain it in the next video. You get a quick start on Aggro if you just push back on the control stick and the triangle button, but I'll do a little tutorial for that in the next piece. Oh, look at this place. This is cool looking. Gotta love areas like that. Alright, so I guess in the next episode, we'll do some horse tutorials, and then we'll head towards the third Colossus. See you guys then.